What is up, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pookie once again, and today I have a new video for you that I know you guys will love, because I know you guys love my From Nothing to Knife videos. So I'm today gonna start a new series from knife to knife. And in my last video of From Nothing to Knife, I traded all the way up to a rust coat, to a flip knife rust coat well worn. So in this series I'm gonna trade from knife to knife till I eventually get my dream knife, and that is the karambit tiger tooth. It's still a long road, but once I get that tiger tooth, I know just all my life goals are fulfilled. So enough introduction, let's start the trading. So in the last episode I ended up with a flip knife wrist coat well worn, and I quickly became bored of the knife because the flip knife's animations are very minimal and the wrist coat looks basically like poop on a stick. So time to trade that knife, I thought. The flip knife costed about 65 euros, but sometimes it even dropped down to 60. After some searching on CSGO launch, I finally found someone who wanted to trade it against their flip knife Damascus steel field tested. I think the Damascus steel looks much better, and it also costs a little bit more. On the market this knife goes for about 69 euros, and I had a new knife to play with. I gotta say that the field tested version got some scratches, but especially in the sunlight it looks very good, and I was very happy with it that I finally got rid of my rust coat. But trading knives is pretty hard because almost everyone wants a lot of overpay with these cheap knives. I looked at the market and the Huntsman Knight skin costs about 70 euros, so a little bit more than my Damascus steel, and I got bored of my flip knives, so I wanted to have a Huntsman knife Knight field tested, because the knife costs about 70 euros and sometimes it would even peak at 85 euros. So you guys understand that finding someone who wants to trade it against my Damascus steel was very hard. So I set up a trade offer on CSGO launch, and after 3 days finally someone offered me the knight for my Damascus steel. Although I got the bad version of the knight, it doesn't have much paint on it. I still think it looks pretty badass. There are basically two different versions of the field tested Huntsman Knight, one more worn version and one a minimal wear version, and I ended up with the more worn version, but I don't think anyone would trade that minimal wear version against my knife. But after having only a flip knife, I really enjoyed the animations of the Huntsman knife. It looks a lot larger and it made me feel like I had a real weapon in my hands. But of course I didn't want this to be my knife forever, so I once again made a trade on CSGO launch. I also added much other people to see if they wanted to trade my knife against their M9 bayonet Burial Forest field tested, but no one responded. This went on for 5 days, but yesterday I think a miracle happened. Someone wanted to trade my knight against their StatTrak flip knife blue steel field tested, which costs about 91 euros, and it sometimes go up to 100 euros. That's simply insane that I made 10 euros profit with a knife trade, and not something you expect to get every day. Maybe the other person was drunk, I don't know, but I got my StatTrak flip knife. Although I once again ended up with a flip knife, I really made some profit out of this. Here is where I'm gonna end the first episode of From Knife to Knife. I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe subscribe if you want to see me trade up to a karambit tiger tooth.